So God showed me this vision, not sitting down writing an article. This is not press conference. This is a vision I saw. Carry your youth along. I'm seeing a revolution. When I say revolution, I mean every revolution starts by protest. When it starts by protest, at that protest, the power can stop them. They have the ability to stop them. But when it becomes revolution, no one can stop revolution. Revolution means everyone is ready to go for it. This is the one we are seeing in other nations all over. I repeat again. I'm seeing what? A revolution. I'm seeing people taken to the streets. At the beginning of that protest, instead of revolution, I said protest is a parable. Yeah, because when it started, you think it's a protest. But at the end of the day, you realize that this is a revolution. You can stop protest, but you cannot stop revolution. Tell your neighbor, you can stop protest, but revolution you cannot stop. You know, every revolution starts by protest. If I'm talking, let us see your hand. It will come, people carry placard. Hey, 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 hey. You say, this is protest. You carry police, you carry everything, you stop them. But when it becomes revolution, everybody are ready to die. So you can't stop it. At the beginning of that protest, I call it beginning because at the beginning of every revolution, it looked like protest. It might be stopped at the beginning. Eventually, it will become so big that it cannot be stopped. This I see happen. Nigeria. Pray. All over the world, it will move from one country to another. God has given us the way out. Listen to the way out. The way out, are you there? Job creation. For the youth and the creation of a new social value system. I will explain. Not job creation, but a creation of a new social value system. This is because 90% of youth believe that it is by becoming political thugs that they could be successful. It by become what? Political thugs. They can be successful. Especially, you see PhD, even a professor today, they become thug to the political leaders. Professor, because they have no job. You can send a professor to do anything for you, for money, because he has nothing to do. Take note. Because those in the political office do not want to retire in politics and become statesman. You know the reason why the youth turn to thugs? People in power in political offices, they are not ready to retire. And retire and become statesman. Nobody is ready. And the youth, they are jobless. They are supposed to be included in the system. Because when the people up there are not retired, there is no offices for youth, new people, new intake. No matter the education the youth have, whether PhD or professor, youth, they feel they have no place in politics. And there is no job to keep them busy. There must be a new orientation. There must be a new what? Orientation. In politics, the youth should be considered for important position, such as assistant to elders. I'm taking it again. In politics, the youth, the way out, should be considered for important positions such as assistant to the elders. While the elders are ministers the youth should be junior ministers. While the elders are ministers, the youth should be what? Junior ministers. This little example of being junior minister can change the situation of things. Tell your president, tell your leaders, tell your prime minister all over the world, revolution is coming. In every department of government or politics, the youth should be junior assistant to the leaders, to the head of such departments. The youth should be what? Should be junior assistant to the heads of such departments, whatever department. Either chairman of a company or director or administrator, that must be junior administrator. Chairman of the company, that must be junior chairman. Head of processor, that must be junior processor. Just name municipal, that must be junior municipal. A good example, the chairman of political party of your country could be an elder, while youth should be the junior chairman. The chairman of your political party could be an elder, while a youth should be the junior chairman under him as the second in command. When we say youth, you know what we mean. Among youth, you see professor among them, PhD among them, master degree among them. There is no area of life you cannot find in youth. We talk of 40 to 50 years to 20 years. Even you see 20 years old, a professor. In all appointment into department of politics or administration, youth should be considered as well second in command. By doing this, we are training them to take over tomorrow. This is because they are leaders tomorrow. This is a message to the whole world, and not only to your country. This is because revolution is a weapon of change that is coming. Revolution is a weapon of change that is coming. This is a vision. I'm not preach and I'm not teach. This is what I saw. Look at my track record. What I've been saying right from the beginning of this ministry. This is the vision I saw. Revolution is coming when people will take to the street, because life has no value anymore to the people. Out there, it has started somewhere. I said it 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Is in the video and the record. I read it here, and if time permits us, I'll bring all those cases out. Some of these have been played on Emmanuel TV. They are in the archives. If time permits, I will show them. Any nation that will start it now will avert the coming revolution. Every offices, every department, every administration, just mention assistant, minister of this, assistant youth, chairman of this, assistant youth, this, that, all over the world. In every area, you will see the whole thing will come. And they let them know that these people are appointed to appeal to the youth. Carry your youth along in your politics and administration, especially in ruling your country. Tell your neighbor, carry your youth along in your politics, administration, especially in ruling your country. I have said it. None of this will go without being fulfilled. I have said it. None of this will go without being what? Read about me and my track record. This is the voice of God. I realized my message right from the beginning of my ministry were never believed until they came to pass. I want you to believe this before it come to pass, because it will be disastrous. Look at what has happened in our neighboring country. Good example, Egypt. Because of the first evolution that happened there, that's the challenge they are facing now. When we carry the youth along, whenever there is a revolt or situation, they will be available to readily speak to their colleagues. Because people that are going for revolution or protest, 90% of them are youth. And they would like to hear the voice of their colleague better than anybody talking to them. If the junior minister come out or junior chairman come out to talk to the protester, and they know it's a junior chairman, is there to represent them, they will listen to him better than anyone. The youth want to see themselves represented in every area of life. That is the answer to the problem coming. God bless your nation. God bless the whole world. Peace be unto your nation. Those who cry peace, hey, there is peace to you, prophesying nothing but smooth things. What you want to hear. Tell your neighbor, smoothing me what you want to hear. They will come to you as ministers, but what you want to hear, they will tell you. And what you want to hear is all is well, whereas nothing is well. Everything is all right, sir. You are trying. Everything is okay. I take it back again. Those who cry peace to you, victory be to you, all is well, unlimited favor, prophesying nothing but smooth things. As sure as God lives, I will tell you only what God says. As sure as God lives, I, TB Joshua, will tell you only what God says. If I'm hated, if I'm persecuted, intimidated because of my accurate prophetic utterances, blessed be to God who gives the prophecy. Finally, this is the words of wisdom. As truth was older than terror, so it will survive it. It got the start and it will get the race. The day will declare who is in the right and who is in the wrong, says the Lord. The day will declare who is in the right, who is saying the truth, who is saying the first. When God gives being to the word, that word becomes alive. When you say be healed and the person is not healed, it means God has not given being to the word. If you say be delivered in Jesus' name, and the person is not delivered, it means God has not given being to the word. Being means life. Word is a person. Word is a person. When you don't regard word as person, you misbehave. You talk anyhow. When God gives being to the word move and walk. Are you with me? When God gives being, B-E-I-N-G, to the word, that word becomes alive. You can speak word without being. When God himself gives being to the word become alive. What God says is final. God has all men's hearts in his hand and turn them as he places to serve his purpose, contrary to their own first intention. God bless you. This is my message to you. The country, what I'm talking about, will start from, you don't know, but it has started already. The next country, you don't know. But you don't wait until that revolution comes to your country. This is the solution. Tell your neighbor, the revolution has started. The next country, I don't know. It has started. What has started cannot be stopped unless we appeal to God. So, every department, every ministry, administrative office, head, assistant head, youth. Head, assistant head, youth. Minister of this, junior minister, youth. Minister of labor, elders, junior one, youth. Chairman of your party, junior chairman, youth. All around, once that is done, you have given employment, job creation. You have started it. And with that, the job will start. In any nation that is ready to create job for the youth, is to change the authority over there. Minister of this, minister of finances, elders, junior minister of finance, youth. And let this youth know that we appoint you to represent your people out there. When job come in any offices, you'll see every area will be balanced. The right job you can create now to appeal to the ominous sign that is coming is right. All political offices, administrative department, all over the world, even private company. You government, you have the right to talk to the private owner. Every offices, a manager is elders, junior manager to be youth. They will fight for their people out there because that spirit is in them. That is the best way to create job creation. God bless his word. I'm talking to your country. Tell your neighbor, I'm talking to your country. Let's rise up and pray that God should give our leaders and people in position a hearing heart. Carry your youth along. Prayer.
Prions effectivement afin que Dieu donne à nos leaders un cœur qui comprenne.
Abra sus labios y ore por sus líderes para que Dios les dé un corazón que escuche. Oren.
In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Well, that is a way out. Once this is done, you see sign. The sign is protest, but that protest will not turn to revolution. Imagine you see them addressing the war. What an encouragement to the youth. They have what it takes. They have that education you are talking about. When I say more educated, they are exposed to modern day technology. This is what I have seen. The coming ominous sign is disastrous. I'm talking to the whole world.